Hello, everybody. It is Chris, aka Star Raptor, and I'm joined by my good friend for the first time in real life. I'm with Steven Shinder from the Delayed Replay podcast. I've been a guest on his podcast many times, and we're uniting at Star Wars Celebration. First of all, how's it going, man?
Oh, it's going great. It's very surreal being at Celebration again. Like, my first one was 7 years ago at this same convention center, and this was supposed to happen 2 years ago, and now it's like finally happening. It's like so bizarre.
It really is. So we just got out of the Attack of the Clones 20th year anniversary. Real quick, let's talk about that real quick.
Yeah, Hayden was, I knew it was a possibility, but it was just still such a surprise to see him. And we figured like Ewan would probably be there because we knew that he'd be doing like autographs and stuff. But yeah, seeing them and seeing, like, Ashley Eckstein even referred to Hayden as Sky Guy at one point, did she?
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just, and I got so nostalgic seeing the Phase 1 Clone Trooper, the way it was drawn. It reminded me of, like, opening up those, like, 2002 to 2005 Clone Wars books where they'd have the timeline and there's that, like, drawing of that Clone Trooper. It was, like, very much in that style.
Yeah, I loved it. Obi-Wan, Ewan, Hayden, and it basically was up until they showed up the Tamora Morrison and Daniel Logan show, and they were cracking me up.
Yeah, they very much felt like father and son, and were like cracking jokes, and it's just so hilarious. I loved it, and like someone said, like a bantha, and like encouraged him to like do the thing, which he did.
Yeah, they got that meme out there. That was hilarious. So what we're here to do right now, actually, while we were sitting in the Attack of the Clones 20th anniversary, I just happened to look at my phone, and hey, we have a Jedi Survivor official reveal with a teaser trailer. So we're going to watch it right now, both of us for the first time on my phone here. We're going to react to it and give our initial impressions. So here we go. Well, let me get, hopefully the volume's turned on. All right.
Tell me, Cal Kestis, why lead
Oh, that's the ship.
when they won't follow?
What's gonna happen to it?
Oh.
Why fight when you can't win? What is your next move, Jedi?
What the heck? Who's in there? Is that Marin?
It's hard for me to tell who it is.
I love the title.
Yeah, maybe it is Marin. You might be right. Yeah. Coming 2023. Okay, we figured it out. Yeah, okay, so first off, Jedi Fallen Order might be my favorite Star Wars story of the past several years. Like, I just love that game, and so I'm glad we're getting this sequel. And I gotta say, like, everyone's gonna say it, so I'll say it too. The Grand Inquisitor looks better here than in Obi-Wan Kenobi, right?
Oh, we're going to go there already. Yeah, I kind of have to agree with you, Steven, because, but I mean, yeah, of course, we're watching this in the shade, and, but so it's kind of hard to see the details. And of course, with any Star Wars trailer, as we're often to do, is we watch it about 10 times, looking for every little minor detail, which I will be doing when I get home from this trip, But I will say it looks very dark, very bleak.
Yeah, it very much feels like they're going for the Empire Strikes Back type of vibe in comparison to the first game, which was already kind of dark, but like, that's just what they do with some of these things. With High Republic, Wave 2, they kind of went that Empire influence in a way.
Yeah, so it's great getting this confirmation right up front. Okay, Cal Kestis is in this game. We got the characters we know, because they've been so secretive on, is this even going to be in the same time era? Are they going to use this as an anthology title, like Star Wars Jedi High Republic, or whatever? It could be anywhere. This is a sequel to what we've seen already. We see familiar things like the Mantis taking a head dive. I don't know if that was a desert terrain or
Yeah,
something.
it looks like a desert with a canyon, and I'm glad that it's because the title Star Wars Jedi is very fluid, right? So it very well could have been like an anthology series, but I grew to love these characters, and I didn't want them to just be one and done. I want to see what happens next, and that's what we're getting.
Yeah, so I mean, this is going to be, well, 5 years at least after that's where the first game takes place, and now we have a lot more content. Now we have Obi-Wan that also shares the Grand Inquisitor, and there's interviews prior with Deborah Chow and some other people saying, hey, there's like a video game or two we had to kind of make room for because it's all canon and part of our universe. So I'm wondering if we're going to get references in Obi-Wan to maybe some stuff with Cal Kestis at some point.
Cameron Monaghan appear in Obi-Wan Kenobi.
That's the thing, right? It's like
We're just setting ourselves up for disappointment now.
part of me wants to see him in live action, but then part of me is like, I want to see his full story play out in where he was introduced in the video game. I don't mind him having a cameo here and there, but I don't want like his story televised completely,
Like, I don't want it to be the Cal Kestis show, like how Book of Boba Fett became the Mandalorian for 2 episodes. But it would be like so easy to put Cameron in it. He like it looks exactly like him in the game, so it'd be seamless. But yeah, like first and foremost, I want the game to tell the majority of his story, like the most important points.
Yeah, and well, we don't know anything about. At least we don't know. I think there's an article on StarWars.com right now with Stig Asmussen, who's the game director of the first one, and I guess is going to be the game director of the second one. So I don't have that information at my fingertips right now, but I'm very curious to see how they're going to up the gameplay. I mean, this is obviously a tone piece just with the teaser trailer. Hey, this is how this is going to feel. But like, as far as the game's concerned, are you going to control not just Cal Kestis? What new elements are they going to add into a sequel to make it worth people getting invested as much as they were, if not more than the first game,
More than just ponchos in the crates. Give us some other things that Cal can wear.
Oh man. But yeah, final thoughts, final impressions. I'm happy to see. I think it's kind of odd that the game wasn't personally at Celebration. It's like, what's going on there? It just threw a trailer out in the middle of Celebration. I'm happy we have it, and we have that 2023 release date. From what we heard before, it's not going to be on the PS4 or the Xbox One. This is going to be just PS5, PC, and Xbox Series S and X. So I'm happy that they're going to start looking to the future and using the hardware that they can push the envelope and not have to worry about the old stuff. So I can't wait to actually see like gameplay. I don't know if next year there'll be a Celebration. If there is, we'll probably get an entire panel about it then. Maybe we'll learn more about it at the Xbox showcase or something with the summer E3 stuff, or there's no E3 anyway this year. But anyway, I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, just final thoughts on this trailer.
It doesn't tell us much, but it tells us that it's happening, and that makes me happy enough for now. Like, I'll happily wait for them to like reveal more later down the line, and it comes out next year. It'll be here before we know it. So yeah, I'm very excited for this.
Yeah, so the first one came out in 2019, and this will be basically a 4-year plus development cycle. So I think we're going to expect some very big things on a brand new series of consoles. I'm very much looking forward to it. Before we leave, tell our friends here where they can follow you, where's your content, how they can listen to your podcast, and everything you're involved with, man.
Yeah, so my podcast, one of them is called Delayed Replay. We do recaps / reviews of movies as if they came out on time because they got delayed in real life. And so we make stuff up, and it's a lot of fun. You can find it on pretty much most or like any podcatchers. Just search Delayed Replay. And I'm also on a podcast with my dad called Yes Shift. That's spelled YESSHIFT. It's also a vlog, so you can like watch a video on Facebook or listen to the audio like on pretty much any podcast app. We talk about the band Yes, and I've even interviewed a few members of the band, like former and current. And yeah, you can follow me at Steven Shinder on Instagram and Twitter, Steven Shinder Storytelling on Facebook. And check out my fantasy horror comedy novel, Lemons Loom Like Rain, which is on Amazon, and you could go to stevenshinder.com, look up for more info. And the follow-up book, Trespassing Through the Visages, I hope to have out sometime later this year. I've just been distracted about all this, But yeah, that's all my content. And yeah, thanks for having me for this reaction.
It's been a pleasure, Steven, and this is what Celebration's all about, randomly running into friends and shooting videos on the spot. It's nothing like it. I'm tired of being stuck in my chair at home. It's great to be out here in nice, fresh air, California. So that's going to do it for me and Steven. As always, I have my Celebration content you can follow on the channel. Make sure you subscribe and all that. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you always. Thanks for checking out the video. Please hit that thumbs up symbol. It helps me know that I'm making content that you guys enjoy. And if you enjoyed this video, I also include 2 videos down below you guys should check out. And please consider subscribing to this channel. It helps support me, and it notifies you guys of when I get new videos up on the channel. You can also contact me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at StarRaptor.